Our thoughts and feelings have an electromagnetic reality manifest wisely. Means our body is capable of producing many types of waves, many types of radiations. Only thing is we have to manifest them wisely. It means you have to prove yourself that you are the best. That is the meaning of this statement. Living with electromagnetic radiation, we have spoiled our eyes but broadened our vision. See, this is the plus point and the minus point of electromagnetic radiation. In the name of progress, we are spoiling our health and our body parts. But where there is a progress, we have to eliminate certain things because our vision is different. So though we are broadening our vision, but our eyes are spoiled. No problem. Progress has to be there. Therefore, this caption tells that the plus point and the minus point of electromagnetic radiation, because we are living in the world of variety of electromagnetic radiation, which includes radio waves, television waves, mobile waves, and etc. Hello, my dear students. Welcome to the energetic session on electromagnetic radiation. It is well known established fact that charged particle creates an electric field, and when it moves, it also creates a magnetic field on top of an electric field. And we are learning in chemistry in this chapter protons, electrons, and ions, and they are charged particles. When these charged particles move, they create electric field as well as magnetic field, and these fields transport the type of energy we call electromagnetic radiation. So, electromagnetic radiation means it is the energy of charged particles under acceleration propagates in the form of an wave. Today, we learn some parameters of electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic wave. Parameters means what? They are measured, or they are the measurements, or they are the characteristics. So today we start on the parameters of an electromagnetic radiation. These are the parameters of electromagnetic radiation, starting from wavelength, frequency, velocity, wave number, amplitude, and energy. Let us study one by one. Wavelength, lambda. Wavelength can be defined as the distance between two successive crests and troughs of a wave. Please see here. When electromagnetic radiation moves in the form of wave, this is called as the crest and this is called as the trough. So whatever length is there, this is called as the length of a wave. Or you can take two consecutive crest or the two consecutive trough. Whatever distance is there, that is called as the wavelength of that wave. How many such lengths are there in that wave? So that is the wavelength of that wave radiation. That means it is the distance between the two consecutive crest or the trough, or one crest, one trough. You can take it any way. The same thing is explained here. Now using the equation we can represent here. Lambda equal to c by nu. C is related to the speed or the velocity. Nu is the frequency. First we will define a frequency, then we will come to the equation. Therefore, wavelength of the wave equal to speed of the wave by its frequency. Wavelength of light varies with colors. That is, it is different for every color. 7 colors Vibjor. Please recall our previous discussion. Red color has the longest wavelength. while violet has the least. And this is a very important property. Wavelength is inversely proportional to frequency. More the wavelength, less is the frequency. Less the wavelength, more is the frequency. Radio waves have uh, very less wavelength, more wavelength, that means less frequency. Whereas X-rays have very short wavelength, that means they are having more frequency. That is the relation between wavelength and frequency. If the frequency is more, that means wavelength is less. More the frequency, more stronger is the radiation. This means the longer the wavelength, lower the frequency. In the same manner, shorter the wavelength, higher will be the frequency. For this, please refer the electromagnetic spectrum what I gave yesterday. Now regarding frequency. Frequency is a property of a wave, already I told. Frequency of a wave is the number of waves that pass by each second and is measured in hertz. Hertz is a Heinrich Hertz is a German scientist who has done work on this field. So that name is kept Hertz, or it is also measured in the cycles per CPS, cycles per second. See, from this point to this point, how many waves are going? You can compare these two. Here many waves are going. See, this is the one wavelength, second wavelength. How many are going in between these 2 points? So here more wavelength are going. See, the wavelength is short. How many times it is going? So if the wave is having a short wavelength, it is having more frequency. Now longer wavelength have less frequency. So using this diagram, we can compare easily the relation between wavelength and the frequency. There are more wavelengths than we see with human eyes. That means our human eyes is capable of seeing some wavelengths, but there are many more radiations where we can't see. That is, he want to explain. There are more wavelengths where our human eyes can see or our human eyes cannot see. A full continuous spectrum would include radio waves, microwaves, IR, UV, X-rays, gamma rays. So all this is called electromagnetic spectrum. Frequency tells you the color of the light and the strength also. High frequency light waves are at the blue end of the spectrum and the low frequency light waves are at the red end of the spectrum where our eyes can see, that is the VIBGYOR. V violet are V in the beginning, R at the end. So violet have got a very high frequency, whereas red have got the lower frequency. Our eyes detect the frequency of light and our brain intercept it as color. This is the biological mechanism how the color is identified, interpreted. Next parameter is velocity. The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called the velocity of the wave. With what speed? The relation between velocity, frequency and wavelength of a wave is C equal to nu lambda. See, all electromagnetic radiation travel with the same speed. They differ here only. So if the lambda is more, this becomes less. If this is more, this becomes less. But the product is the same. That's why he says all electromagnetic radiation moves with the same speed regardless of their wavelength. All types of EMR travel with the same velocity. Yeah, correct. However, they may differ from one another in their wavelength and hence in the frequency. Their velocity is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So all EMR will move with the almost same speed. Only thing is they differ in their wavelength. The number of waves which can be accommodated in a unit length is called wave number. That means in 1 centimeter, how many wavelengths will go? Okay, here wave number. Wave number is the reciprocal of wavelength. So wave number equal to 1 by lambda. More the wave number, less is the lambda. Means what? If wavelength is less, more waves can pass through. That is the meaning here. Okay. In unit length, usually we take 1 centimeter length, how many waves can pass? If the wavelength is less wavelength, many waves will pass. So number is more. If wavelength is more, only few can pass. So wave number is less. That's why lesser the wavelength, more is the wave number. More the wavelength, less is the wave number. Here is one more relation. Nu equal to c by lambda, already we know. So this is taken as c into 1 by lambda. So c into 1 by lambda equal to nu bar. Therefore, nu, that is frequency, is equal to c, velocity of light or velocity of any EMR, into its wave number. So the unit of lambda is what? Either in the meter or centimeter. If you want still in the lesser unit of length, nano, angstrom, pico. So now this is the reciprocal of wavelength. Therefore, per meter, per centimeter, per angstrom unit, all those whatever we are giving for the lambda, reciprocal will give for this one. Now, next parameter of an wave is amplitude, symbolically small a. The height of a crest or the depth of a trough from the line of propagation of the wave is called its amplitude or amplitude. That is from its position, how much it is displacing, that is its amplitude. The amplitude of a wave determines the intensity of the radiation. How strong the radiation is can be determined by its amplitude. The amplitude of a wave is related to the amount of energy also. And there is an equation or the relation: intensity is directly proportional to square of its amplitude. It is an indication of how much energy is being delivered to something in its path. That means how strongly radiation is coming. So more the amplitude, more is its energy. Now the last parameter of electromagnetic radiation is energy. The energy of an electromagnetic wave is the product of its frequency and Planck's constant. This we learn in our next class only. So symbolically, it is E equal to h nu, because nu equal to c by lambda, therefore E equal to hc by lambda. So high energy and low energy electromagnetic radiations.